Just admit that you lied then.
I'm not going to lie to you about it.
You weren't at the parking lot of Lost and Found.
Oh my gosh. Listen, guys, welcome to Little Blackburn 91. Listen, we're going to be giving you guys a live today where you guys can join in and have your say. I know you've been itching. Your body's been because you want to say your piece. Well, today we've created a platform so you guys can have your say. Listen, the last 9 episodes have been absolute legendary stuff. Absolute legendary stuff. It has been amazing. It's been crazy. It's been brilliant. It's been what I call story gold stereotypically aligned. You know what I mean? I don't know what that means, but storyline. Let me say that again. It's been absolute gold storytelling. You know what I mean? It's been crazy. So I thought, you know what? 5 p.m. EST in UK, 10 p.m. in UK. Let me bring a great time to you guys forward. You want to have your say? This is the time to have your say. Look, you know, we want to be able to, get you guys involved in the conversation. I know a lot of you have got opinions that you wanted to share. You've been burning. I've been in group chats. I've been in Instagram chats talking about this particular show. So many people have a different points of view. And so today we've created a space that you guys can actually have your say. Fans, have your say. Love is Blind, season 6, episode 1 to 9. That means you can put spoilers if you want to. You know, there's no spoilers. I've watched it all now. You know what I mean? But you can say whatever you want to say. Okay, within reason, please be respectful. We don't don't come in here do no madness and craziness, right? But like I said, we want to get you guys' thoughts on this. You can choose whoever you want. So when you come up here, I'm gonna try and keep everyone to 2 minutes. I want everyone to be at 2 minutes. So if you're coming up here 2 minutes, I don't want any longer than that because it's gonna be long. So you get your 2 minutes and I bring you down. If you're somebody I know, I might keep you at the background or whatever. So you can say what your piece. But yes, we want you guys to come have your say. Come tell me your perspective. We love to know your thought process. The first hour or so will be for members only who can come up. So if you're not a member, you can't come up, okay? And I know who my members are because they come up in green. So when you come behind the scenes, I match the name to the membership. It's going to show me. So if you're not a member, don't bother clicking on that link. Okay, because it'll just be wasted time, wasted effort, etc., right? So I see Jay's behind. I got Jeff behind as well. Listen, if you want to join in and have your say, please do click on that link and join us. Have it 2 minutes on the panel. Say your piece. You come off. You can come back on again later on after as well. We just want to keep it rotating. You know, I want to keep it swift. Listen, if you've been watching Love Is Blind, you know the first 9 episodes have been crazy. Oh my God. I mean, let me tell you something. First and foremost, Jeramey is mad. Okay, I thought Laura was a supervillain. She's now been relegated to villain, and Jeramey has been elevated to supervillain. Okay, so we got Jeramey. Okay, we got Jeramey and we got Matthew now as supervillains. Chelsea's like a villain. She ain't a supervillain. She's a villain. You got Laura in a villain position too. Clay was getting to the villain perspective, but I'm starting to mellow on him a little bit, you know? I'm kind of seeing him as an anti-hero, you know, Clay. A little bit of an anti-hero, because he told us the truth. He's a bastard. And if he told you that he's a bastard, nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? It's like saying to Deadpool, don't be Deadpool. It's like, I've told you I'm Deadpool, and you don't want to listen to he's Deadpool. I can't say anything about that, right? I can't say anything about that. Do you get what I'm saying to you? So I just want to keep it real, keep it... You know what I mean? Keep it funky for me. You know what I'm saying to you? So for now, we got Matthew and we got Jeramey as top band. In fact, there is a third person. Oh my, guys, did you hear the news? So I heard some news that Trevor had a gal already. You're not clear, Trevor? I told you Trevor is too nice and too good. What I told you. I said he's too darn nice. Ain't nobody that perfect and not pressed. I said this, Trevor, you're my little gun skriller. Trevor! If you know about Trevor from UK, we say Trevor, my little gun skriller. It's a film in the UK called Kidulthood. Yeah? Trevor had a whole girl at home. Trevor, my little gun skriller. He had a whole girl at home. Are you all right? I said it in my review of Jay on Another Round. If you guys don't watch my channel, make sure you also watch. If you're watching my channel, also make sure you subscribe to Another Round as well. Listen, we were talking about it on that on her channel here, Another Round. You see it. Make sure you guys subscribe to her channel as well. We were talking about it, right? And saying about this situation, and I was like, yo, he's too perfect. Da, da, da. And I'm about to the video is going to release later on tonight. So when I chopped it up, but yeah, he was too perfect. I was like, when people are too perfect, people feel imperfect. But the reality of the situation is, he was too perfect. He was doing too much. Oh my days. Should have known. That brother was a damn lie. Oh my God. Oh, Trevor Malakagon Skrilla. What a liar. So we got him now as a supervillain too. You know? This season has been full. You see, you always think it's the Nigerians. I mean, it is usually them. But you always thinking it's them. You always think it's the SK types. Nah, this season, nah. The Caucus always said, no, we're gonna show y'all. Y'all don't know about villains. We come onto the show already with a girlfriend. This season's been mad. So, all right, okay, listen. We're going to get the show underway. Listen, if you are a member already, fantastic. If you're not a member, click on the plus button below the chat. Click on it. Join the membership. It's £1, $1. I made it cheap so that you guys don't have to break the bank. You know, I don't want to have to sell you a story about you think the kids in Africa, you know, they need feeding for $2 and it's a price of a cup of coffee. I don't want to give you that story, okay? All right? It's $1, it's £1. It won't break your bank, okay? All right? Your cup of coffee costs more, okay? All right? I said what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it. Your cup of coffee in the morning costs more, okay? So just click on that. It's $1 a month. Okay? All right? Let's look at that. Yeah? Look at me being nice to you guys. All right? Okay, cool. All right, listen, let's get the show under the way. Before I do, let me drop a little intro. And we gonna get the show popping, you know? It's okay. It's okay. That's right. It's okay. And I'm telling you today, you're gonna
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I don't know why it was so low, but I guess the thing just wanted.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
That's right. We want peace. We don't want peace today. We want problems. So if you're here ready to give us problems, we want to hear the problems. And I want to tell you this now.
Take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
It's about to get deep real quickly. Let me tell you something. Are you ready for the...
Let the challenge begin.
I'm telling you, today I'm ready. I came prepared with my memes, guys. I came prepared to put on a show today for you guys, okay? You are going to enjoy and you are going to be, how do you say, entertained, okay? All right, cool. I've got a couple of people behind the scenes. Listen, if you haven't joined the membership, you won't be able to join for the next hour or so. I do apologize, but I don't apologize. Actually, I don't give a heck. You know, the membership only, you know. I'm even being kind. I felt to even put as membership comments only. You know what I mean? I might be a little bit cheeky. I might do it halfway through. You never know. Depends how I'm feeling. My fingers might just get a little bit froggy. All right, listen, let's get into this. Let me get a few people up. I want to get one at a time and then you get his fault so I can see a couple of you. Jeff's behind the scenes, so I want to get his 2 minutes. Choose whoever you want to choose. I want you to go in for the 2 minutes you got. When the 2 minutes is up, I will tell you your time is up and you got to get off. Okay, I got my timer behind the scenes. You won't see it, but I got it. Okay, all right, I got it. And so I wanna let you know. Okay, we timing today. Okay. All right. Thank you, Michelle. We appreciate you, Michelle. Shout out to Michelle joining in. Let me just say hello to the new members again. Shout out to YB, Vanessa. Shout out to you, Tiff. Thank you so much. Unique says so thank you for joining us, and Michelle as well. Thank you for also joining the membership. Much appreciation, guys. Let me play a little something for you because you know when the memberships come through, you gotta play a little something for them. You know what I mean? When the new members come in, we appreciate you. Okay, cool. All right, let's get into the show. Let's get everybody's thoughts. Again, members only can join the live at the moment after the first hour, and then we'll open it up as well for you guys, okay? All right, we've got 182 people in the room. Have you liked the live? If you haven't, what are you doing? Press that like button right now. There's 182 of you guys in the room. Press that like button right now for me, and we'll get that show popping for you guys as well. Got Jeff behind the scenes. Jeff, you got 2 minutes. Let me start the thing now. You got to choose a couple that you want to go for, and your time has already started. So please, give me your 2 minutes.
I'm going to do what you said. I'm going to do it, Coach. I'm going to start off with the one couple that has really got me hot right now. Jimmy and Chelsea. Them. Oh, I'm actually pissed off. More so at Jimmy than Chelsea. Mrs. Megan Fox, where? No. No. First and foremost, the indecisive behavior of Jimmy. Like, wanting to come across as a nice guy when really and truly he can't make a decision for himself. Definitely not masculine. Lacking for just full out femininity where from the time of him trying to get with Jessica, didn't make up his mind there. Now with Chelsea basically pitying, it's just overall passive aggressive behavior where he's not feeling her, he's not attracted to her. At this point, all I can simply say is this is not a relationship that is going to end well, one way or another, based by how Chelsea, especially with her insecurities, and I do see clingy behavior because she is pinning for validation and she can take wherever she can get. But Jimmy cannot provide that security for her because he is not attracted to her on the level, even though they are kind of on the same equilibrium when it comes to looks, if we're keeping it a buck. So I got to say that, nah, Jimmy and Chelsea, they need to go. They need to go. I don't think they're going to last long. They need to go. That's all I got to say to that, man.
I mean, you had 30 seconds left. You could have carried on if you wanted to, but yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Jeff. Much love for that. Thank you. All right, let me get El Cid on, and I'm going to get Jay after. El Cid, you go. Your 2 minutes. Go for it, baby. Tell me someone you want to talk about and go for it.
Jeramey and Laura.
Chase.
Let's talk about them. Laura, I have been where you are, got a slick mouth, got everything you can say and will say and cut him down, but you got to stop if you want to keep the man, if you want to keep the relationship. Now, Jeramey, sweetie, you're a baby Sith, you're an apprentice. You got caught twice. You got caught, you gave it a location. Laura ain't the one to just check the location once. Now you're caught when you're out here. Your girl or whoever posted your information out here. So getting on Love is Blind, you were already cheating on somebody. Come on now. You doing it with the cameras and now you got the location on. Jeramey, we either you're going to do it right or don't do it at all. That's all I got to say about it.
I appreciate it, El Cid. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to put Jay up next. Go for it, Jay. Talk to me. Oh, my bad. Whoa, my bad. You. She was drinking out that bowl, baby. My bad. She said, "Come back home." My bad. Sorry.
Hold on. But I want y'all to know the real super villains up in this. Y'all gonna pick Laura. Y'all gonna pick Jimmy. Y'all gonna sit there and say Chelsea and Jeramey. No. The real super villains in this whole thing was that bowl of soup, okay? Because it didn't go around to nobody. Both phones, Kenneth and Jeremy's phones, they both betrayed them, okay? Those are the super villains right there. And Jeremy's watch. If Jeremy's watch is what got him caught away all the way up, because he had a good plan. He had a good, solid plan, leaving that phone in the car in the alley while he was off somewhere else. But that watch, from what I hear in the streets, the watch is what betrayed him. So that's the real villains. Your cell phones, the watch, and oh yes, Kenneth's silence. Let's talk about Kenneth's silence, okay? Because baby, if Silence was a serial killer, that thing was taking out everybody through all this show. Between Clay looking at the sunsets, Kenneth on the boat dreaming of the dolphins in the clouds, whoever is in the phone on the other end of Kenneth's phone, all of these things are the real super villains up in this thing, okay? And production, according to El Cid, production's camera angles. But yes, that's gonna be my super villains. Is Kenneth is one of my top notch. Jeramey, he kind of took himself down a peg for getting caught, but hey, we're gonna get into it. But let me get back to my bowl of soup, because like Clay, it was good.
Thank you, Jay. Listen. We about to get into some stuff, man. Look, listen. We want you to have guys have your say. Look, don't be afraid to jump on. I got Jay and El Cid behind as well. They'll jump on in a second too as well. I really want to encourage you guys to jump in. If you got a point and you are a member, jump in and have your say. I mean, the point that obviously Jay just kind of spoke about. Let's be honest. Let's be really honest and real. This situation is problematic. Okay, we got villains all over the gaff. Okay, we've got people here with girlfriends behind the scenes. We've got people here who are literally engaged. Okay, and let me tell you something. There are some real villains this particular season. So we again want you guys to have your say. So if you are here, we got 200 people in. I think in the next 10 minutes, I'm probably going to make it members comment only as well. So if you're not a member, please join in, get in a membership. It's £1, $1. It's not going to kill you. Okay, all right. Your cup of coffee in the month will be more than that price. I promise you. Okay, all right. But yeah, no, I think there's some crazy people in this situation as well. So it's interesting to see what's happened on this time. Let me get El Cid back up for her 2 minutes as well. If you want to join again, please by all means use a link and jump in and have your say. Go for it, El Cid.
Another couple or continue with the same?
Oh, you can continue if you want to, but for all means be free.
Nah. Clay, Clay, sweetie, I'm sorry. I am glad you have her as your mother, because you will not use that tone with your fiance or any woman in my presence or outside of my presence. My son came and saw that clip, and I talked about it on Jay's channel, and he looked at me like he said it. He's like, "Oh no, Mom, you would have snatched me." I said, "I'm glad you understand, because I'm sorry. That what is the problem tone? That is a problem. Do not talk to your fiance, the mother of your future children, in that tone, because you will get snatched." Poor AD, you cannot snatch him in front of his mother. It's in poor form. But I know you gave him that look beyond those eyelashes. That's going to be like the ride home is going to be a little spectacular.
But you still got a minute left. If you want to say anything else. Someone said tone policing. Are we tone policing? Is that a problem?
Yes, there's a problem in a relationship. That's a problem in a relationship. I'm sorry. You cannot talk to your person in a reckless manner. You wish to keep the relationship. You wish to keep them. We have to speak to each other in a graceful manner. We cannot be reckless. The way I talk to my husband is not the way I'm going to talk to my boys. The way you talk to your wife should be on par, respectful for a woman. I'm sorry. For me, it's just respectful. I'm not going to talk recklessly and have that tone with my person. That ain't happening. And my son, to sit there and watch my son talk to a woman like that, I'm sorry. If you want to call it tone policing, then I'm tone policing, and you better play the siren not only for my time up, but play it because I will be tone policing.
Thank you very much, Elsid. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right, Jay, go for it again. Go for it.
Since Elsid started the tone police conversation, let's go for it. Okay. Also, tone police works both ways. We're not going to sit here and be yelling at each other, nor are we going to be doing the baby voices and then flipping it and cussing somebody out. We also not going to be telling somebody when we're having discourse with one another while we're sharing how we feel and stuff, "Shut up, I'm talking." Chelsea, I'm speaking directly to you, sweetie, okay? Because when you want somebody to respect you and like you and listen to you and hear you and understand you, actually understand you, you can't be telling them, "Shut up, I'm speaking. This is how I feel, so you need to just take it. Whenever I say it, you just take it." No, they need to process it. They have their moments to see if they want to deal with it, and they move on from that. So we can't just be sitting there asking for this type of respect on one end or whatever with like Clay, and then on the other end allow Chelsea to have the baby talk and then busting people out. You don't do that, sis, either. We don't do that. If you want him to listen, and I'm one of them type of people for real, you start yelling or cussing at me, I'm going to shut down and start thinking about ways to what Laura called Jimmy, hide the body, okay? That's what I'm be thinking about. So cuss at me all you want. I'm going to be figuring out which particular acid works on your skin tone. All right. Okay. This is, please, I'm saved. I'm changed now. but I'm trying to give a disclaimer. Please don't take me back. Okay, don't take me back.
We heard you loud and clear, Jay. We're not taking you back. You got a bowl in your hands and a slap ready to go.
You know when they
All
get the
right.
rocket like this. Remember, Ready Love. They got the rocket like this.
We don't want to see that, baby. Okay, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that.
Sitting in that chair. Sitting in that chair.
All right. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. No worries. Dangerous up in here. Jeff, talk to me. Let me put it on the stage. I even got my little timer for you guys now. You know what I mean? So you're gonna get a little time. Talk to me. What are you telling me?
Hey, things I was talking about Clay. Funny how a man calls himself Clay, because it seems like he wants to mold and shape himself up to be a better man, but you gotta watch how he talks. That's all I gotta say towards that. To me, he seems like a version of Will Smith, where he's trying to come across as charismatic, calm, smooth, but just like Will Smith, he is too much of a people pleaser. I see that he has way too many defense mechanisms where he wants to portray himself to be something that he's not, and he's dealing with a lot of fear, hence why he wants to go above and beyond to look a certain type of way in front of his family and in front of AD, and that is the very thing that is holding him back from actually being his true self. So definitely needs to go for therapy, because them type of tone, them type of trying to look like the guy, especially when he's trying to model his behavior after his father, no, we can't do them things right there. We can't do them things. Man, got to fix up as well. So that's all I got to say towards that.
Thank you very much there, Jeff. Appreciate you as well. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen, like I said, listen, we're going to go members only comment section in about 2 minutes. So if you haven't already gone yourself over to membership, you better be locked off, okay? We better lock you off, okay? You're going to be outside and be looking in, okay? But listen, it's a great show so far. I mean, we're getting so many different opinions and thoughts. Like I said, we're keeping it short and sharp because I want to keep the flow of conversation going. If you want to join, don't be afraid. Listen, this is not a scary place. We are a safe place. We have fun. We help each other. We talk. We vibe, okay? So we want you guys to be able to have a good time in this place, all right? So don't be afraid to come up, click the link if you are a member for the first hour, and come and have your say. But they've made some great points, right? We've been talking about some really key things, and maybe we can talk a little bit about Chelsea and what people feel about her, especially in the first 9 episodes. We spoke about Megan Fox's situation, but also now the fact that she keeps crying and almost feels like it's manipulation. Maybe you agree with that or not, I don't know. But we'll talk about that in a few seconds as well. So once again, if you haven't already joined the membership, please go and click on that button now, the plus button at the bottom. If you're on your phone, I think it's a bit different, but if you're on your laptop, it's a bit more easier. Click on that plus button, join the membership, become part of the show. Because like I said, it's about to go members only. And when it does, yeah, we can't help you after that. Okay? All right? So we want you guys to enjoy the show, be a part of it, and also be present as well. Okay? Oh, I see someone else has joined in the background. Dahlia's joined up. Okay, thank you, Dahlia. I'm going to bring you up in a second. It's good to see you as well. Shout out to El Cid for gifting out 5 memberships as well. So we appreciate you. What 5? Did I say 5? Glad 55. Yeah, yes. But you've gifted 91 overall. My God, well done, Elson. We appreciate you. God bless you. Let the Lord continue to bless your bank account. Amen. Yeah, and may He bless your husband too, so He can bless my bank account as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. You see how Jesus had the woman follow Him to support His ministry. Father, we pray in the name of Jesus that you also bless me with women and men who will support this ministry in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Shout out to Tamara. She's also a part now of the membership as well. God bless you. Going forward. All right. And we're about to make it a members comment only section. If you're not a member, you're not going to be able to comment. I'm so sorry. It's nothing personal, but it's personal. Okay. It's nothing personal, but it's personal. All right. I'm going to get Dahlia up now. Get her 2 minutes as well, and get her particular say on this topic as well. I want to get what her thoughts are, and we're going to go from that as well. Yes, Dahlia, talk to me. What are you telling me? Who you choosing? Who you talking about? Give it to me.
Okay, so I wanted to talk. This is for Clay, Laura, and Chelsea in particular. I wanted to talk about how I don't like how I feel like they're airing their grievances for their partners to their family members and friends. And I feel like they're not covering their partners. I don't like that. I don't think that that's good. That's not, how do I put this? That's not being a good partner. You don't do that, especially when this is their first meeting with somebody. Like, I can understand if you guys have mutual friends and you know for a fact that they are invested in your relationship, they want it to be strong. You don't have that right now. Like, you literally just met this person 2 weeks ago. You're still getting to know them. Now you're gonna bring your family and friends around. They're supposed to be getting to know them too. And you over here talking about how they did you wrong, they did you dirty, or talking about how they were with some other person before they proposed to you. What is that? That's not okay. No, I'm not with that at all. And honestly, I feel like that's part of the reason why their partners are looking at them sideways, because they can see that they're not getting covered. It's like, okay, you gonna hang me out to dry. There's no loyalty here. You don't have my back. And now you're making me look terrible in front of your people. Like, it's hard to come back from that when that's the first impression that family and friends have. Because in their mind, you're the villain now, forever. And that's the end of it.
I hear you, Dahlia. I hear you. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing that as well. All right, who is on my next list again? I think it's El Cid back on the top. Yes, El Cid, talk to me. What's your 2 minutes again? Who you firing this time? Or who are you continuing to fire? Let's see.
Laura, honey. Laura, while you are out there conniving with the side chick of another couple, somebody is sliding into your garden. While you're out there cultivating for Jessica to go mess with Jimmy and Chelsea's relationship, guess what? Your boy is out there with Sarah Ann, setting it up, getting the invitations, and working his way through with the friends. So, Laura, my advice is stop looking at other people's issues, other people's problems. Fix what's going on in your house. Make sure your man is right. Don't make sure that Jessica is infiltrating another relationship. Get yourself together. I'm going to give Jay yield my 1 minute to Jay.
Thank you, Elsa. Let me get Jay up. Go on, Jay. She said she yielded her extra minute to you, so go for it.
Good. I don't need that much time. No. No, I just want to give a loving talk to Brittany. Okay, sis. I know you was trying to be woke. You was trying to be here with the people and everything like this. And I do understand that you're young. So we had this talk, me and Elle said that she's probably never really had a real relationship with a person of color, but probably have dealt with them to a degree. However, if you're going to go forth with dating us, and especially if you're getting another Kenneth this is their first time, quote unquote, you have to do a little bit better of leading and making them feel secure. You lead in your masculine already, so that should be easy for you to know how to make a person feel secure in your stance. That also means that when they present a question to you, instead of flipping the question and saying, are these people coming with good intent? You come with good intent and answer the question. Just go ahead and sit there and say, hey, listen, I've dealt with this before. I've given it thought on having colored kids or whatnot. I'm okay with it. If I have problems with these people in the family, I probably will. But I'm here with you, babe. This is what it is. Me and you as a rock. So just as much as I was getting on Kenneth on my platform about not opening up, she too has to open up and take responsibility that in her part of it, when he asked that question, he was looking to be secure in that moment, and she didn't give that to him. So going forth, if this is what you plan on doing, and matter of fact, it doesn't really matter what color skin they in. If this person's supposed to be your person, they need to be secure in you as well. So as much as you're looking for security in a man so you can fall back into your feminine, he wants to be secure that you are going to be his rock, his strength, his Coretta king, okay? Since that's going around. All right. Well, since we're gifting one minutes, here you go. Paid minds forward. Well, we both on mute, but you on mute.
I thought I muted myself. Apologies. Thank you very much, Jay. Appreciate you. Let me get Jeff up. Jeff, talk to me, bro. Wagwan for the team.
Yeah, surprisingly, I'm gonna talk about Amy and Johnny. I'm gonna talk about them. Like, they didn't give me too much issue, but there is one issue I would say is for them to keep outside influences from their relationship, protect the relationship at all costs, especially when it comes to boundaries. When family members start intruding, especially when now Amy even mentioned the fact that, you know what, her mom and dad be getting too much into the business, that could be potentially an issue if they're seeking to take things forward, as well as the fact that, you know, they're having that issue about kids when they're going to have it at a particular time. Johnny, if he feels a certain type of way about, you know, strapping up and all that, I think he should be consistent in that. If he's not wanting to even do with Amy, I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking that there might be some insecure issues that he might be dealing with. So I think there definitely needs to be more of a conversation. They definitely have good chemistry, but like I said, keep outside influences out your relationship. Focus on what your goal is, and more importantly, whatever insecurities you may have, deal with them accordingly before it ends up blowing in your face. That's all I've got to say towards that.
I definitely hear you on that, man. Listen, I think outside influences are important to keep out of your relationship because people will say stuff that they don't really realize it can impact your relationship as well. So yeah, I definitely hear that, Jeff, and I appreciate it. El Cid, what do you think about what he just said there? You know, in terms of outside influences, do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your thoughts on that, on his perspective when it comes to Amy and Johnny?
I'm saying you both on mute now. Yeah, you're on mute
She
though.
said she'll be back. My bad. She said she'll be back. My bad. My
Okay,
bad. My bad. Okay. Yeah. Jay, what's your thoughts
I'll
to
take
Amy
that
and
same thing.
Johnny? Yeah.
So it's gonna be the same position that I had with Kenneth and Brittany or whatnot. Y'all have to be a solid foundation. You two chose each other, not your family. You didn't choose, your family didn't choose this person to be with you, and vice versa. So, and you didn't choose to be with your family. That's who they have to accept you. But you're choosing this person. So that means that you have to be secure and strong enough to stand by your person and say, hey, y'all got to love my person as much as I love my person right now. When this person is no longer in my life, then you can say whatever you said. But in all fairness, she has to stand up and be an adult to her dad and be like, hey, you lived your life, you had yours. It's time for me to live mine and have my life. If I made a mistake, let me live in my mistake. Let me be. We got to break away from our parents sometimes. Sometimes our parents have too much control on our lives. And I don't know if she's financially set up through her parents or not. But if you are, you might want to, if you want more control, you have to start doing your own thing. But if you're not financially being supported by them, then it's like, hey, I'm living. I know you didn't agree with my process or whatever. Your parents probably didn't agree with yours. But look, we all happy. We all here. You want to be in my children's life? Get it together. Because in 2 years, not the one, but in 2 years, we probably have a baby.
Not according to Johnny, he ain't. So yeah, I hear you.
That's why I said he don't want the one. He don't want the one, but maybe 2.
Yeah, listen, he ain't trying to
2
have
and a
none of
half.
that. So he ain't trying to have none of that. Appreciate Jay. Let me get Tiff up as well. Hello, Tiff. Welcome. I think it's your first time ever been on this. Maybe I assume so. So
Hi, Coach.
welcome.
Yes, yes, it is my first time.
Beautiful.
I'm happy to be here. So
Love
I've
it.
actually been watching and listening to your discussions for like years now, and I finally decided to join and speak up. So I'm happy to be here. So I wanted to speak about Kenneth and his girl. So earlier in the conversation, you mentioned that Kenneth has a girlfriend. Is that right?
I don't know about Kenneth. You mean Kenneth or you mean Trevor?
Kenneth, he has a
Oh
girlfriend
no, no, I don't.
outside of the experiment.
No. I didn't hear about Kenneth. Apparently,
Oh,
it's
okay,
opposite
okay.
way. Yeah. Apparently,
Because
it's
I
opposite
was
way.
like, oh, Kenneth likes women because he definitely does not like women. Like I'm just gonna come out here and say it. Like he does not. And it's not just because people are saying, oh, it's an ethnicity thing. You know, he doesn't like white women. He prefers, black women. It's not that. He just doesn't like women. That man came to pick him up at the house, and they went off into the sunset. And he left that girl on that couch crying. I felt so bad for her because she was really trying. She was really, really trying. Like, I could see it in her face. And she's a beautiful woman, a beautiful woman. And she's gonna find somebody else that deserves her. But it's just how he treated her. It was uncalled for, uncalled for. So that's all I have to say about that.
Appreciate it, Tiff. Thank you very much. Very much. You don't have to go anywhere. I'm just going to put you behind me. You don't have to go anywhere so far, so you're good. Since obviously she's talking about that, the president of this conversation is also here. Seaway.
Well, hey, girl, they want to know if I sent you. I did not. That's her own opinion, and I have mine that also agrees with that opinion. But look, that's crazy because I have 2 points. Number one, Brittany and Kenneth did not work out because they came on here for the wrong reasons. I think Kenneth, to the last caller's point, came on here, I think, to try to see if he could like women or find the right beard for him. And I think because he loves and admires Black women, this is my opinion, I believe he wanted to live out his kind of white woman fetish, and I think he was trying to see if it would work out because he spoke and he said he wanted a blonde. Well, he said he hoped that Brittany was a blonde, things of that nature. I think Brittany, love her down, love her to death, but I think she also has a Black fetish problem. She seems as if she only dates Black men or predominantly dates Black men, but then her word choices that she used does not show a lot of education on that topic, like using words like I identify as a Black white woman, you identify as a Black man. And I think when they linked up, I think he decided this was not the beard for him because he found out that she has been with multiple Black men. I think that allure just was like, this is not the one for me. If I'm going to get the beard, the white woman, I need her to be a blonde that's untouched. I do not believe that he was happy about the fact that she engages with other people, other Black men who at multiple times, like, I don't think he really liked that. My other point, I can't remember my other point because this done threw me for a loop. I'll come back if you have time. But that's my main point. I think they didn't like each other for the right reasons. And when stuff hit the fan, I feel like there was nothing to hold on to. Because if they really was rocking with each other for Jesus and things like that, they would have had something in common. But outside the pods, they completely fell apart. So that's my opinion.
Woo! You know, Seaway says she's going to open the door to mayhem. Listen, I love it. I ain't going to be mad at it. You know what? I'm going to say this. It's time for unpopular opinions. I want your unpopular opinions at this time and moment, okay? We've done some good opinions so far. It's been nice, it's been cute, and it's been friendly. But we want some unpopular opinions on the show. We want to hear some of your thoughts that you think that no one else might not agree with you in. You know, this is the time to do it. We want to hear those particular thoughts. And so we're going to go into that space. So if you've got an unpopular opinion, those of you who are members right now, you can join the live. The link is pinned. So you can click on that pin link and you can jump on and give us your particular point of view. And we'd love to hear from you guys as well. So it's going to be intense, I can tell, okay?
It's different here, dripping the sauce, the drip is so saucy.
That's right. It's going to be dripping with sauce, drip so saucy. I want to hear your unpopular opinions. I want to hear the opinions that are not going to be the most popular amongst the people. People are not going to agree. It might cause a bit of tension. It might cause a little tussle. I want to know your opinions of that particular one, okay? All right, we want to...
Oh, are you all right? How did... Barry!
Yeah, that's right. I want to see slaps all over. All right, cool. Fantastic. Someone's going to report me and say, he's slapping a man. Slap a woman. All right, cool. Unpopular opinions I want to hear, okay? I want to hear some unpopular opinions. Jeff, I haven't heard from you in a little while. I want to hear an unpopular opinion, brother. Something that someone might not necessarily agree with. What's your thought process? You can put your camera on if you want to get your camera on, bro.
Nah, not today. Man's got everything. But I'll just say this. I actually think AD and Clay have the potential to make it. I actually think they have the potential to make it.
I'm so sorry. That's unpopular. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm trying to sell this, but I think somehow, some way, with the way things especially with AD, I think she will be the type of person that may be overlooking a whole lot. Because right now, I think the only thing that's even keeping them together is their sexual chemistry with each other. It's clear that they are physically attracted to one another now, but I think knowing the fact that they have some sort of appeal, I could potentially see them trying to make the situation work in their benefit. So I think potentially, who knows, AD and them not may potentially make it work somehow, some way.
Thank you very much. Someone said unpopular opinion is not comedy, so clearly they felt it was unpopular what you said. So clearly it's doing its job. It's clearly doing its job because it's very unpopular. It's very unpopular. It's very unpopular. So you've chosen a good one. I ain't gonna be mad at you, AD and Clay. I ain't never saw that coming, but I definitely hear you. Thank you for that, Jeff. I appreciate that as well. Let me get Jay up. Jay, I know you got an unpopular opinion ready for us. I know you got an unpopular opinion. You got two. Go for it.
Yeah. The first one is Jimmy and Chelsea is actually going to make it, at least up until reunion or whatnot and stuff. I think they actually are. And the reason I say this real quick before I get to the other one is because he's a people pleaser and she's emotionally manipulative. That works out for a while until that one of them really gets tired of that cycle. So if Jimmy don't tap out soon, and I mean, before these episodes is done, which I don't think he is, he's going to go through with it. And by reunion, they'll still probably maybe be together or they have just broken up. The second one is Jeramey got caught on purpose. And Jeramey got caught on purpose, okay? That's my other unpopular opinion. I think that man wanted to be caught because ain't no daggone way. Ain't no daggone way. You're going to give her the location. No, everything is synced up to everything or whatever. Come in that house talking about, I don't want to talk about it when she starts bringing it up. You knew you wanted to get caught. And you're going to sit here on this TV and act like you really care that you got caught. Now, the part that I would say it's a little bit switch on it. I don't think he wanted to get caught as soon, but I definitely know he wanted her to find out, like, let me take you down a peg or two. Your competition is still in my back pocket. So yeah, I think he wanted to get caught on purpose.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. It's an unpopular opinion. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, Jay. Okay, all right. Let me get El Cid up. El Cid, we need an unpopular opinion from yourself today.
Unpopular opinion. Jimmy ain't hitting. It ain't hitting. Because ain't no way if it's hitting that I'm going to forget that you done kissed me 3 times today. I'm sorry. It ain't hitting. She is not matized by Jimmy. I'm sorry. Unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. Johnny, stop talking about your fiance's reproductive system with other people. I know some people are very free to talk, but stop talking about it with other people. Keep it to yourself, keep it to production, keep it to the whatever. Another unpopular opinion. Kenneth can't cook. And Kenneth, sorry, he and along the line with cooking, he can't bring the heat. That's why he had to leave the kitchen because Brittany was bringing the heat. He had to leave upstairs to go downstairs. He had to even leave the house because Brittany was finally bringing the heat and he can't handle it. I'm not in the Seaway Club. I'm not questioning his preferences. I'm just saying he ain't trying to work on it with Brittany. But I'm sorry. Jimmy ain't hitting.
I hear you, El Cid. Thank you. All right, let me get one of the new people up. I got Cherry Redhead behind the scenes. Yes, ready head popping. Good to see you. Glad to have you on here. We want to hear an unpopular opinion from yourself, Cherry. Oh,
Joe,
we
can you
can't
hear
hear you,
me?
Sherry. We can't. Oh, we can hear you. Go for it. Yep.
Nice to finally.
Sis, I can't hear you. I think your sound
How
is
you?
going out. Your connection may be going a little bit in and out, sis. You may need to pop back out and pop back in quickly because it seems like your thing is. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going a bit mad at the moment. I'm going
All
to take you
right,
out
will do.
and come back in. Yeah. Okay, pop back in and come back in. African Azatan, talk to me. You got 2 minutes. What's an unpopular opinion you're going with, sis? Talk to me.
I don't think I need the whole 2 minutes, but my
Ooh.
unpopular opinion would be that I think Jeremy cheated on purpose. Like, I think some men don't know how to deal with a breakup. So the only thing they really know how to do, I'm not going to say men, guys, know how to do is really hurt you because they think if they hurt you enough, then you'll leave them. So maybe he did that to Laura, thinking, like, okay, well, if I do this, because he did 3 things. He cheated on her, gave her the address of where he was cheating. Then the other one was the text message or the DM, and then he hearted it. And there was one more thing that he did as well. So it was like it was a build up. So that's my unpopular opinion.
I can't hear you all of a sudden. Kojo, are you muted?
Yes, I'm muted. Apologies. I said, hey,
Okay.
Jason. I said I was muted. My bad.
Hi, it's Jazz.
Jazz, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, so I feel like my unpopular opinion is that Kenneth was game for what's the white girl's name that he with? Brittany, I think. Um, he was game for her until it mentioned something about her raising black children. I think that was what made him feel like he didn't want to continue with her because I think he was really in her up until that point.
Jason, I can't lie to you. Your sound, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. It was
Oh,
cutting
really?
in and out. Yeah, babe, it
Okay.
was cutting in
Hold
and
on.
out.
Okay. Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
you might. Oh,
Can you,
can I hear you? Go for it.
can you hear me now? I was
That's a
saying,
bit better. I think that's.
okay, so
Let's
I was
see if we can
saying
go
that
for
I
it.
think Kenneth was game with, I think her name's Brittany, the white girl he's with, until AD had mentioned something about him having black children and raising black children. And I think that's what made him flip switch. Because I feel like he was good up until that point.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Thank you for that, Jazz. All right. Seaway. Seaway. I know you got 2 minutes to bring an unpopular opinion. Go for it.
Well, my unpopular opinion, I have a question, is I think that what is it, not Jeremy, Jimmy. I think Jimmy and Chelsea actually would have worked out if Chelsea allowed Jimmy to be the man and the hunter and the chaser. I think literally her insecurities were almost self-sabotaging, and it made it so that I think it made the whole relationship insufferable. I actually also think, not sure if this is an unpopular opinion anymore, that Jimmy went from looking like the biggest villain to probably one of the better guys on the show. We're going to see what happens later with this situation with Jessica. But I do believe that if Chelsea could have found a way to be a bit more secure and let him be the chaser in that relationship and have a little bit more space, I think they would have worked out. So that's my unpopular opinion. My other comment question is that I think, and I'm glad that you're encouraging people to say unpopular opinions, but I find it interesting that when we're having conversations about behavior and what we're seeing, it's really hard to like pick and choose what type of stuff you're going to call out. Because I don't need to repeat what I said, but if you're trying to figure out why a dude who looked like he was the perfect guy in the pods and they had a perfect relationship, and all of a sudden things just go completely left, you have to explore all the things that you're seeing, many of which are very obvious to most people. So I know a lot of times it's not just about these two. We want to pick and choose, or we can't say this, we can't say that. If there's something with your two eyes that you're seeing from your whole 20, 30, 40, 50 years of life experience, you should bring it up if we're talking about behavior in their relationships. If not, what's the point of having the conversation? It's not a genuine discussion if we're leaving stuff off the table that's pretty darn obvious. So I just wanted to say that.
Appreciate that, Sue. Thank you very much. Shaking the table as always. All right. We've got two new people coming through. We've got Tamara coming through. So let me get her on as well. Tamara, what's your thoughts? It can be. I'm not gonna say you can be unpopular. It doesn't have to be unpopular. It's up to you. I know you're new here as well, so I want to get people to feel comfortable. But feel free if it's unpopular. Feel free.
Okay, can you hear me?
Ooh, say that again one more time.
Can you hear me?
In my ear, baby. Go on again. Let me rewind the clocks. Go
You're
for it again,
funny.
girl.
Okay, so I'm not sure if it's popular or unpopular, but it's about Clay. I don't. Well, first of all, Clay's a businessman, and I can imagine he has some common sense. I don't believe he joined the show to find love or marriage. Especially the fact that he's in such deep reflection all of a sudden about being faithful. Why would someone jump into such an experiment when struggling with with an issue like that to begin with? It just makes no sense. I think it's all an act. I think he joined the show to gain TikTok followers, just as you could see when you went to his house on his vision board. You saw TikTok. So as a businessman, it would be in his best interest to join a show like this for popularity eventually. And I do think, though, if AD had blown him away and he had met her and he was like, wow, I think he would have taken that leap. He would have taken that chance. But I really don't think he joined. I think he joined for his business and to gain a following and to get famous, just like on his vision board at home. That's just my opinion.
Thank you very much, Tamara. Don't worry, you stay behind, okay? I'm gonna put you behind, but love the voice.
Thank you.
Had me purr. All right, cool. Let me get. Khalil. I think. Is it Khalil? Kalia. Your thing is not connecting, so I'm gonna go to Dahlia, and then I think you're back now. Okay, no, you're back. Okay, Kalia. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's
You know,
Kalia.
Kalia.
Yeah, it's Kalia. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what does it mean?
Correct. It means lover of mankind.
Beautiful. Love that. Go for it. You got 2 minutes.
I think it's not really a unpopular opinion, but I think Chelsea needs to be in a psych ward. Something's wrong with her. Her amount of insecurity is like mind blowing. I feel like I'm starting to get irritated with how they choose the contestants for Love is Blind, because I feel like they're choosing people who they know have issues. Like, you know that this person is insecure and you're putting them, it's like, oh, let's see how many insecure people we can put in one arena and see if they can tear each other's heads off. Let's see if they'll survive. Only the strongest survive. That's what it's starting to look like. And I don't know if we're like on Castaway or what, but these, like, something is wrong with the people they're choosing. Like Clay, I just automatically thought of Chris and Paige. Like, automatically. I was like, this seems like Chris and Paige 2.0. Like, he's just not ready. Like, the way he was yelling at her and the way he was talking to her, like, you talk to him like that, he talked to her like that in the pods. Like, why would you even connect with him outside of the pods? Like, anybody who can disrespect and talk to you like that doesn't deserve your time in the pods or out of the pods. And then I agree with her. I think that the guy who married the who's with the white girl, what's his name? Kevin? Is that his name? The tall guy?
Trevor. Wait, no, wait. What? Kevin? Wait. Oh, Kenneth.
Kevin, the black guy, the principal.
Kenneth.
I think he's a little sweet. I think he's a little on the sweet side. I don't think he wants
Not on the
women
sweet
either.
side.
I don't think he wants women either. So, anyway, that's it.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Kalia, thank you very much. Appreciate you can stay behind, no worries. All right, cool. Let me head back out. Dahlia, talk to me. What's your thoughts? What's your opinions? I'm loving where the conversation is flowing right now.
Okay, so no one's mentioned this yet, so I guess this might really be an unpopular opinion, but AD is a problem, like a real problem, and I don't know why no one's addressed this. I felt like something was off with her when she started really getting into Matthew, when literally every other woman in the pods was talking about how this man is off his freaking rocker. And Clay's response when she told him that he was in her top 2 should have been a clue to her that, hey, maybe maybe I don't really know this guy, because he lost his freaking mind when he realized that his competition was Matthew. That to me is kind of a red flag. And I feel like she's kind of flying under the radar because everybody else is so outwardly crazy. And Clay is like showing clear signs of destabilization that we're not really looking at her. But I can't get over the fact that when that whole situation where they were clearly objectifying her at that get together, she was cheesing and grinning in Jimmy's face when he comes over to her to apologize. First of all, he really didn't have any business being over there. He could have said, my bad, and kept it moving, but had a whole full-blown conversation with her, and she's just smiling and cheesing at him and talking about, oh, it was so great to speak with you, so lovely. Yeah, we should definitely do this again. Had her whole body turned towards him. She just gives me the vibes that she's a cheater too. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she did it with one of the other contestants. That's the vibe that I'm getting from her, honestly. So yeah, we could talk about Clay all day, but AD, yeah, she on that too.
Appreciate that. That's now. I like that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Listen, we reset the room. Listen, if you're in the room, we've got 330 of you guys in the room. If you haven't already, make sure you join the membership as well. It means you can comment in the comment section, and you can join the chat as well. It's £1. It's $1. It's not going to break your bank. You spend more on a coffee, as they tell you guys all the time when you go into particular when they're trying to sell you something. Okay. But we're here. We're talking to you guys about Love Is Blind season 6 from 1 to 9. We want you guys to have your say today, right? We've already done loads of videos about this already, but this is your time to have your say, to have your opinion, and to say your piece. You have to be a member if you are joining us as well on the live and a panel. We want to be able to keep a great family going here as well, and you guys are always great, so I appreciate you guys as well going forward, and so we're gonna have a great time as well. All right, cool. Let's get the conversation continue to go and flow, but first and foremost, before we do, let me pop a little
Failure?
meme
You
here.
are a failure. You can never make it.
But you will make it over here, guys, all right? You're not a failure. You will make it, all right? Okay? And when you come over here...
You are here breathing heavy like a dog. Think about your life.
Really think about your life. But listen, we're going to get into some more conversations, get you guys up here talking about your opinions. Let me get Jay back up. I see someone else has joined as well, so I do see in the background Angie as well. Jay, I see you, baby. Talk to me. It doesn't have to be an opinion, Pop, and just an opinion that you have, you wanted to share, or something you've heard that you want to comment upon. Go for it.
No, I put my third unpopular opinion up in there is that since we're talking on AD, she gonna be the one to cheat first. Now Clay might get caught first, but at this point right now, after this man has sat here and told her that he feared cheating and he don't think he gonna be able to stop from doing it, and he don't know if he could control himself and stuff, my girl is already out here getting ready, lining them up, and once her shift kicks in to being gone at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, trust and believe my girl gonna be out there doing her own thing, getting ahead of the enemy, as they like to say. So that's another unpopular opinion. She gonna be cheated first. He might get caught first, but she gonna definitely be out here doing her thing. Hey, for real, the way she shook it at Jimmy.
She did shake the tush a little bit. I can't lie to you. She shook that tush as well, so I can't even lie to you. Someone said, let's hope she doesn't cheat. Well, there you go. I appreciate it, Jay. Thank you. Alrighty. Let me get El Cid back on. El Cid, talk to me.
Unpopular or just regular
Can go with
comments?
Any addition you want to add, go for it.
Netflix, can you please approve fiance swap? People need to be able to swap and pick a different player or pick a different fiance on the way to the wedding. I think that would be the final kaboom in this season. If people can go out and say, hey, I'd like to trade Laura for Sarah Ann. I'd like to trade Chelsea for Jessica. I'd like to trade my players. Let this be a draft of fiancés. Let this be a draft so that we could truly see how messy it could get. Because it looks a little messy now, but if people start seeing each other after that mixer, it's going to get real, real messy. Another opinion, I don't think Chelsea would be the same if she was with Trevor. I don't think she would do the whiny stuff that she does with Jimmy with Trevor. She may try to influence him, but I don't think she's going to go full-blown whiny because Trevor looks like the guy that he'll sit there quietly and let you just whine, and he's not going to do the back and forth like Jimmy. I'm sorry. But that's just my 2 cents.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, El Cid. As popular as always. We appreciate you. All right, let me get Tiff back on as well. Tiff, talk to me. What's your thoughts? Doesn't have to be unpopular, whatever your thoughts are. Anyone you want to choose.
So it's an unpopular opinion. I think Chelsea and AD are the same person. However, how they deal with their insecurities is very different, but they're both equally very insecure. I'm going to start with AD. AD, when Clay mentions the cheating and mentions his dad, and he's afraid that he's going to cheat because, you know, he's afraid that this cheating thing is like a hereditary thing, she just sits there and she listens. She doesn't say, oh, cheating, that's where I draw the line. Oh, cheating, oh, absolutely not. Like, I won't tolerate that. She just sits there and she listens. And it's almost like she's calculating in her mind, okay, this is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. How am I going to deal with it? And how she's going to deal with it is by cheating also. When she had that discussion about him, his work, and he's away a lot, and she's like, oh, we need to spend time together, you need to prioritize me. She didn't mention it. She said it in a way that she's not even worried about the cheating because she knows it's going to happen, but she wants to be the main girl. So I think she's already accepted the cheating is going to happen. You can do what you got to do, but I want to be the main girl. And she's going to do her thing on the side. She's accepted it. Chelsea has accepted that Jimmy, I know Elle said you mentioned that the Jimmy wasn't Jimmying. It doesn't matter if it was Jimmying or not. Because even if the SEX was good, she would still find something else to complain about.
Thank you, Tiff R. I hear you. I definitely hear you. All right, cool. Let me see if I can get Sherry back on. Hopefully, it's much clearer. Sherry, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Beautiful. Yes, we can. Straight in my ear. Thank you very much, baby.
Hi, Kojo. I love you.
You know, I appreciate you.
You're awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You're a godsend.
Keep on
Oh my goodness.
It's needed.
I am so happy to be on here. I love you guys. I love all of you.
Love.
Thank you
Talk to
so
me. What's
much
your
for
thoughts?
having me.
Come on,
Yes,
no problem at all.
Chelsea is a whole problem. Chelsea is a manipulator. I don't know who would say they look like Megan Fox when they look nothing. I don't think the eyes, I don't think the hair looks like Megan Fox. Nothing looks like Megan Fox. Who would say that? That would be like me looking at my picture now saying I look like Janet Jackson. And I know good and well I don't look like Janet Jackson. But anyways, she is a manipulator. I was watching the show last night and she is just crying after starting so many fights. I just don't understand. Like, who keeps asking a man, do you like me? Do you love me? Say you love me. You haven't kissed me all day. It's just too much. It's just too much. I'm telling you. And I hope Jimmy sees Jessica and just goes to her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want him to go with Jessica. I wanted him to choose Jessica in the first place, but I did understand because she waited too late to tell him about his her daughter. So I can understand that. You have to unload that information right away with the man. You can't hold back on that type of thing. So, but I want him to look at Jessica and say, you know what, Chelsea, who? Who is Chelsea? That's my thoughts. So thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate Sherry Redhead. Pop in. We appreciate you as well. Let me get African Astan back on. Talk to me, sis. What's your thoughts?
Okay, I would like to see Netflix on Love is Blind incorporate the singles and the individuals that weren't chosen on another resort and see if they will pair up. Like if they were like flirting in a pod and then maybe give them a choice in the end and see if they want to leave together and be engaged. So then they can have an option to have a wedding too. Because I really don't want to just count on the people who were engaged in the pods, but sometimes some people need that physical or need that interaction and see how they engage with each other. And I think that would be a good idea on a resort. Everything's free and you're really showing your ass, you know? So I would like to see that.
That's a good idea. I never thought about that. That's a really cool idea. That could actually work really, really well. Hopefully, I mean, they got 6 seasons now, so I wonder if they will do an all-star very, very soon as well. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that could be very, very cool. You know what would also be cool? What would actually be really cool also is to maybe, and of course it would be a bit more difficult because they've already been on certain shows, but any of the shows that Netflix have that have been reality TV that have been like, you know, Temptation Island, Too Hot to Handle, whatever, if they threw them into a Love is Blind mix, you know, like an all-star, that would be pretty cool as well. I know some people recognize people's voices and stuff, but, you know, it'd be interesting to kind of see how they build connections and stuff from there. But of course, they've already seen each other and they've probably seen each other on television shows, so it might defeat the purpose. But it would be pretty cool to kind of see how that would work for a few episodes.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I would like to see that. But you're right, the voices. But they can incorporate like a voice change, like a machine or something. But I don't know. You're already not giving them visuals, so it's like, dang, you gonna hide your voice too. So thank you.
No worries, you're good, sis. You're good. All right, Kuli Uli. Let me go to Kalia. Go for it. I haven't heard from you in a little while. Talk to me, sis. If you're there. No, you're not there. You're on mute, so you might not be able to hear you. Oh, she's not there. She'll come back in a second or two. And let me see. Okay, cool. Let me go to who haven't I heard from a little while? Who haven't I heard from a little while? I feel like I need to get a list going. Let me go to Tiff, and then I'm gonna go back to Jay in a second. And I'll see you back there, Angie too. Oh, I'm muting. Oh, okay, I'm mute. My bad. Okay. Let me unmute. Jay, talk to me. What are you telling me?
I want to bring up Jimmy's girlfriends. especially the one in the black baby, because I'm a little concerned about her. She was giving way too much googly eye contact to Jimmy through a lot of their conversation. It's given that if I haven't smashed already, watch out, Chelsea, because I will. And I've been working on it already. I don't know if he friend zoned that girl or what the case may be with her, but she was definitely giving a lot of energy, and she almost slipped up a few times in the mention of the seg with him or whatever, and possibly have seen his eggplant size or whatever. I was just looking at her a couple of ways. I'm like, girl, you are to be watched. You're to be watched. So, Chelsea, I think you need to go ahead and be super BFFs with her, because wherever she go, you need to be with her. Because if you ain't with Jimmy, she might be. And that's just my thoughts.
No, good points there, Jay. In fact, I'm gonna get Elsa to jump on that because that is a good point. Dahlia, Elsa, sorry, Elsa. As what Jay just said, I think that's a really good point about the friends that were 2 years. She had an ex-boyfriend that's one of her good friends. What's your thoughts on that, Elsa? I know you dark arts, so that's about your bag. You and Jay, y'all know about that stuff. So talk to me.
You always bringing me in with these conversations about men and women, and can they really be friends? They can be friends. They can. But Madame Butterfly, because of her necklace, Madame Butterfly was like, Chelsea, the minute you go on your 4-day trips as a flight attendant, please understand that I'm going to make sure Jimmy stay warm. I'm going to make sure that Jimmy's taken care of. That's what she was giving. She was giving with the wonderful scooping neckline. She looked wonderful. She looked beautiful. She looked like, please step into my web, fly. Please step into my web. And Chelsea, I hope you ain't advertising anymore the blessings of your man, because that is another way a woman is going to try you, because they wish to see if the blessings are true, or they wish to have the full hands laid experience. Stop talking so much, Chelsea, about your man. But Madame Butterfly, she was googly eyes, and the blonde, I ain't laying off of her either, because she looked like we may have had an experience all together, us three. That's what it gave me. I'm not sure if everybody got that, but I got that those two young ladies and Jimmy had a good time together at some point.
Can't lie to you. Listen, and the girl with the blonde hair, she was pretty, you know. Can't even play with you, you know. Girl on the blonde was pretty. So listen, watch out for those kind of people. Them. So I definitely hear you, El Cid. Dahlia, talk to me. Friends after 2 years can do it.
So this actually isn't specifically for the couples. It's for the production company Kinetic. So I found out that they produce not only Love is Blind, but they have The Ultimatum and Married at First Sight too, which makes complete sense for why the show is set up the way that it is. These people do no vetting at all. There is no reason why you should have this many people season after season come out with the fact that they already had previous relationships, or they were in current relationships while they were in the pods, or while they were on some other show. That's a problem, number one. And then number two, they have this history of letting assault pass and not saying anything about it. Like this whole mess with AD. That's not even the first time that happened. You didn't cover this season, but they on Ultimatum they had the queer edition, and on that one it was all of the lesbian relationships. One of the couples there, one of the girls said that her partner like threw a kid's toy at her, but it was like a tricycle or something like that, something heavy. And the other person who actually did it got swept under the rug, basically. Like, it got blown off. Nobody said anything about it. Had a man done that, it would have been a problem. And then we can't forget on the last season of Ultimatum, where old girl, the one who was pregnant, smushed her boyfriend's face in front of everybody, and no one said anything. Like, these people, they do not do anything about assault, and this is why they're getting sued by the people from Love Is Blind. That's why I got a real problem with how they handle their shows, and it's going to be an issue for them coming forward if they don't deal with that. I don't like that. That's it.
You make a good point. I can't lie to you, especially when it comes to the salt part. So definitely a good point on that. And remember, what was it last season? What was it? Ultimatum or whatever?
Yeah, it was the last one.
The situation. That was the last one, right? That was a bit of a
Mhm.
problem as well. So you ain't lied about that. I appreciate it, Dahlia. That's a good point. Good point. Let me bring up Nala and Lovejoy as well. But let me just do a quick rounds as well for those of you who have joined. Ashley L, shout out to you. We appreciate you. She said, hey, coach, I'm not sure how to become a member. Let me move this out so you can actually see the rest of the comment. How to become a member. I've tried. Been a long week, but just want to say thank you for the deep dive. So insightful. Keep it up. You know, let me play those for you. Here we go, like that. Shout out to you, Ashley L, as well. Thank you very much. New members, Lovejoy, Nala, thank you. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Is it Chow Cole? Is that how you say it? Chow? Is it? You know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to. Y'all know I'm going to mess up somebody's name. The Great Ikpes. Oh my God. Y'all be killing me with these names. Ashley L also joined as well. Shout out to Ashley L. You know, you've been a long time as well. And she really pretty. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? And you know I'm going to flirt. As long as I'm single, I'm going to flirt. You know me. Okay. All right, cool. So thank you very much for those who have joined us as well. Listen, if you are in the chat, you want to join the panel and you want to get your say across, listen, join the membership. It's £1, $1. I made it cheap on purpose. It's not about having to take all your money in your accounts, okay? It's £1, $1. Join the membership, join the lives. Yes, we're going to have more membership lives, like I said, because we want to have more fun. And also as well, I want to be able to bring you guys over to the Patreon side as well, because I want to start having the private conversations, you know what I'm saying? On the, you know, I got my Zoom and I can do the you know, the separate rooms and stuff, so we can have real good conversations. So we're gonna start shifting it away from just YouTube as well, because I want you guys to be able to experience and able to build a community outside of YouTube and actually have conversations outside of that, become friends, build whatever you want to build outside of that. So make sure you guys, if you are part of membership, you stick around for some great content and some great times ahead as well. So shout out to those who have joined. If you want to join a panel again, Jay said she got some words for me. I hear it. Let me get Nala up and then I'm gonna go in. Okay, talk to me, Nala.
Hello, this is my first time on a live chat, so hopefully my sound is good. So I'm okay, good. I'm totally not like an astrology girly, so I'm not gonna pretend like I am, but I do want to lead by saying Clay and Kenneth are both Virgos. Those who know Virgos will understand off the bat that is how they are. I'm only saying that because so many people have commented, I think they're gay. They are not gay. Y'all, they are not gay. They're Virgos. So the busy schedule thing, that makes sense. They have to find ways to make time. I think in Kenneth's case, he did not care enough to do that. It's clear he was uncomfortable dating a white woman in real life, let alone on national television. So I think that played a huge part in it. But for Clay, like I think that's why he was so big on visuals. That's why he's so big on being, you know, an entrepreneur and all that. But they need therapy. Everyone on this show needs therapy. That is the biggest thing. These people do not know themselves. They don't, and because they don't really understand themselves, I think they're not even understanding that they are not choosing the correct partners. The biggest one, of course, we have all agreed on is Chelsea. And Chelsea's biggest issue is she is delusional. Unfortunately, Shadi's delusional. She lead it with Megan Fox. That's insane. That was just insane behavior. We should not be talking about looks at all. Jimmy's equally wrong because he leaned into that and did not listen to the rest of what she said. But she knew that. And she definitely brings up fights from her insecurities and then does not like see his side at all. And as someone myself, like I used to do that. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm perfect, but no, but I went to therapy and someone had to break that down for me because you don't see it that way. You see it as this person's not hearing me. They don't love me, blah, blah, blah. When really, no, Shadi, you're just insecure and you're not hearing him. So all of them need therapy. Clay and AD, I don't see that working out. They both need self-love. It's just a lot going on. Okay, my time's almost up. That's it.
Thank you, Nala. I appreciate it. It was worth the wait. We appreciate you. Lovejoy, talk to me.
Greetings. Hi, everybody.
Loved it.
I had one topic, but I want to speak to what Dalila said about touching on, or the production companies touching on assault and consent, it would be like profound if they had someone, and I don't mean a professional, but just someone in the cast when these moments come up to say, let's talk about this for a moment. Like, this is what consent is. This is what assault is. This is what tone is. You know, I know you don't like Chaz from Ready to Love, but kind of the way that he kind of tried to intervene with Lauren and when he went a little sideways, you know, just being the voice of reason or the big brother or the big sister in a situation. Because while we look at these shows for entertainment purposes, a lot of young people, and even, I guess it doesn't matter the age, it's just a sense of maturity, really, really don't understand the concept of overstepping boundaries and causing harm to people, psychological harm. Like, people really underestimate that. And the more this goes unaddressed, people normalize it. So I think it's really important, and it would be profound for any of the production companies, whether it's Ready to Love or any of these shows, to start really attacking this. But back to the point of the show. Unpopular opinion, Kenneth. You know, I know production has set up the storyline that this is about interracial couples and black and whiteness and, you know, raising a black family and things of that sort. But Kenneth is somewhat of a local celebrity. He has notoriety. He's like one of the youngest principals in his district. He's been on national talk shows like Ellen and things of that sort, celebrating his title and position. And I think that he was purposely cast, and because he just has no interest in it, right? And I think he just went on there to get more notoriety added to his name, which he already has. That's why he speaks so professionally all the time. And we really don't get to know Kenneth because he had no intention of letting anyone know him personally, let alone the person that he proposed to. Those are my thoughts.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No worries. Have a good one.
Bars. Thank you. All right. I'm loving these opinions, guys. This is strong. I love it. Dammy J, go for it. One of the new ones. Go for it, Dammy.
Oh, hey, Kojo. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Yeah, I just want to talk about like AD. So a lot of people here have said, well, not a lot, but some people here have said that how she may cheat, and if she does cheat and Clay catches her, he is going to do some dark art nonsense. Like she's going to regret the day that if she does cheat, she will regret it. She will absolutely regret it, because the way he would treat her afterwards is going to be hell on earth for her. Hell on earth for her. So hopefully she doesn't cheat on him, because yeah, I don't want sis to do that. So hopefully she doesn't do that. Who else? Oh yeah, Trevor. Have you seen what's going on with Trevor? Apparently he has a girlfriend on the outside, or somebody on the outside. I don't know what's going on with the vetting process with this Love is Blind. Like, it seems to be in the gutter. It just seems to be nowhere to be found. Like, again, Jeramey, I don't know if he has a kid, but he had allegedly was living with someone else as well too before he came on the show as well. So yeah, I don't know. The vetting process is not even there. So that's all I have to say, really. But yeah.
Always a pleasure, Dammy. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
You. No worries. All righty, let me. Angie, welcome. I know you've been waiting. Thank you for your patience. Love the hair up. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
You know I love a good hair. All right, talk to me. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
So what I have to say is, Kenneth is gay. He is gay. I don't care what nobody says. The way that he acts, we can try to dance around it, but he's gay. Also, what I have to say is I'm tired of them bringing all of these feminine black men on these shows. It always seems like they bring a lot of feminine black men on there. I don't know what they're trying to, I don't know what they're doing, but it seems like that's what they always do. What else I have to say? I think that with Kenneth, I feel like that because he's in the church, he's trying to fight that demon. But I just think that, I'm sorry, why are you looking like that? I'm sorry. This is the truth. This is what I feel like. I feel like he's trying to fight those demons. And, he went there. He thought it was going to work out, but he was like, nah, I can't do it. He just couldn't get it. He can't get with it because that's what he is. I think Jimmy looks like a thumb. I don't think he's attractive. I think that the women on this show, they should have brought better looking men on here. I don't feel like it was equal. I feel like the men are like threes and the girls, you know, they cute. I don't know if they did the right thing for the women. They have nice voices, but they don't look all of that. AD was over sexualized. I feel like that, you know, her man should have stood up for her a little bit, but I think she enjoyed it as well, which is weird. I think she enjoyed it until the bit when it came to the bean dip joke. I think that's where it went too far, but I really feel like she enjoyed everybody praising her body. And I think that Clay only likes her for her body. Is that Clay that she's dating, right? Okay. Yeah. I think that he only likes her for her body. So if she does gain weight, he's gonna be gone. I don't think he's attracted to her face. You so funny. Sorry.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Listen, I'm not mad at it, and I hear it. We like to hear strong opinions here, so I'm not mad at it. I'm hearing you. I appreciate
Sorry.
it. Don't worry. That's all right. You're good. You're good. I'm just gonna put you behind. Don't worry. You don't have to go anywhere. I'm just gonna put you behind, but you're good.
Okay.
You can stay on. Well, I haven't heard from Jay in a little while. So I haven't heard from Dahlia in a little while. So let me go to Jay first. Jay, talk to me, baby.
I knew you was gonna try to do this, put me after that, and I wanted to come with a tussle, but I'm scared Angie might come for me now. Okay, because she came in strong. Okay, I'm sorry. Beautiful lady, beautiful lady. Love her hair. Okay, beautiful I need to know how long she's been growing them locks, baby, because it's nice. It was about. You said something, and remind me real quick because I want to go on to something. You had said something. The reason why Jimmy had told Chelsea he don't want none. What was your reasoning again? Because before I get it wrong, because I was caught in between you and Sean's opinion.
Oh, because of the fact he mentioned about that she's initiating sex, and he said to her that I'm kind of even tired of you initiating sex. I was like, brothers don't be saying that kind of stuff unless it's trash. Or he ain't want you like that.
Sex is trash, or he don't want you like that, or one other thing. So it might not actually be a tussle. One other thing, well, two other things. He said she was clingy, so that's one reason too. I can't keep giving you good D if you clingy. Another reason he would do it is because she's preventing him from being in his natural element. As much as men like us to initiate some stuff, they don't want to initiate it all the time. They want to be able to chase you sometimes. He don't get to chase with Chelsea. She's always looking to be caught. So if I'm a predator and you're always looking to get caught, I'm going to go chase something else. I want to chase something. That's my natural instinct, is to run after and hunt. And you're preventing me from doing that because you're just sitting out in the open talking about catch me, catch me, catch me. Like, girl, get out my way, move. You're not even fun anymore. So it's like, for him, he just don't want to do it because she's stressing him the hell out, like Sean just said. And she's also not allowing him to be a man in the relationship. It's like, you don't give me a chance to chase you. You don't give me that opportunity to pursue you or desire you because you're always here. So yeah, that's the thought. So I guess it ain't really a tussle because I agree with you partially, and I also agree with he tired of her. But here's the part I do want to say, though. It's still early in a relationship. So most of the time, a man is not going to sit here and turn down sex. Unless it's kind of trash. Because at this point, they should be almost like rabbits, really.
We don't be turning down sex like that. So I just got to be honest with you. If you're telling me that he ain't trying to be on the sex, that's telling me something. I'm just going to say it. It's just telling me something. Ain't no way we turning down the sex. So that's a bigger issue. Thank you, Jay, for bringing that up. In fact, I wonder if someone else wants to talk on that and talk about the fact that he turned down sex. You know what I mean? Like, why is that a problem? Is that a real thing? Where did our good sis Angie just go? Angie, if you're there, come back up. We'd love to hear you again. Tamara, go for it.
Hi again. Sorry, I had to hang up because somebody called, but so I missed a lot of what you've said. But okay. So I just caught the last stuff. So I agree with your last caller. Chelsea does not allow Jimmy to chase her, and perhaps he would have still liked her. This is just my maybe unpopular opinion. Maybe he would have grown to really find her attractive despite her deceiving him. If she acted with more confidence. Like, haven't you ever met someone who you find, 7 out of 10 cute, and then their charm and personality makes them like a 10, and you're like, damn, that person's fine. Never notice how good looking this person is, or just their attitude, their charm, like can just boost them up a few notches. So with that, and the refusing of the sex is crazy. Like that was like a big, oh no, it's over. It's over from there. I was like, no more. This is like, we know what the ending of this is. A man? Never. And also, I do think production is running with the popularity of the show, and are really desperate to cast anyone they can at this point. I mean, if they truly wanted quality candidates, they would be paying, first of all, paying their candidates, because we've heard people complain about pay and conditions and things like that. And perhaps maybe a more mature cast as well. You know, marriage, maybe late 20s, you know, let's be a little more realistic with it. And I think that's all I really wanted to say about that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No worries, Tamara. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
points in there. No worries. You're good. All right. Let me get El Cid on. El Cid, you know, talk to me. Jimmy projecting that sex. I know. Is that? There's a reason for the brother doing that. Hmm?
Maybe Jimmy just tired. If she initiating all the time, he tired. He's tired. Maybe Jimmy doesn't have as high of a drive as Chelsea. Maybe Jimmy don't want no more. There are possibilities. They have been up under each other for days on the island. Then we're here. Now Jimmy gotta balance her clinginess and work and the phone and family. Jimmy tired now. Jimmy's like, I got all this pressure. I ain't got the time to service you like I did when it was just us. When it was just us. Jimmy is tired. Jimmy need a break. She initiating all the time. At some point, Jimmy need a breather. And he said that. I need a breather. Because there's sometimes, and maybe, you know, the gentleman who don't understand this has not encountered a woman who has a higher drive than yourself. That's when you start doing the WWE and tapping out. Jimmy is tired. And he can't deal with physical and emotional and everything else at the same time. Jimmy needs someone to help him do a work-life balance. And one of the pieces of work is working Chelsea in the bedroom.
You know what's so funny? While I was on the streets, you know, I heard a few women say they had a higher sex drive, but the reality is it's not they have a higher sex drive. The Negroes do not satisfy them, and that's the truth. That's the reason why. So you're tapping out because he ain't satisfied. One man can satisfy her. Anyway, listen, not me so naughty. But I'm just saying, you know, a lot of times you hear ladies say, I got a higher sex drive, and the reality is because you ain't climaxing. So of course you got a higher sex drive. You can go as many times as you want because you ain't climaxing. When you do, thank you for the note, because I need to get off it. The Lord knows I need to stop talking. Thank you, Sid. Let me go to the next person. African Aztan, I haven't heard from you in a little while. I'll go to Dami, and then I'll go to Tiff after. Talk to me.
Okay, you got to say my name with confidence. It's Aceton. I know a lot of people in the comments like, how do you say it?
Tell me that again.
Aceton.
Aceton.
Okay, Jimmy got.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy don't got soul, number one. One thing about Jimmy, I think they mentioned in the past that he always had a petite girl, and Chelsea's not petite. So maybe she's making him put in the work. So let's be for real on that one. And he's not interested in her. After he's seen, what's her name, Jessica, I just think he's just not into it no more. And he may be picking a fight to not want to be with her anymore. And then I want to piggyback off Clay. I think Clay found out that AD was a dancer / cheerleader from someone else, because why not talk about your careers in a pod? So if y'all never even had that opportunity to tell you or him what you do for a living, if somebody told me they were a dancer, I know your body's nice. So after him already shooting himself in the foot, stating that he need to see what she looked like and stuff like that, he probably found out from one of the men, like, did you know she a dancer? Like, she's especially for the football teams and stuff, and you know they have bodies. So, so I think he came back around, saying like, oh, never mind, it's not about looks. It was like, oh, because I know he probably bagged a bad one. So, yeah, I wanted to piggyback off something else, but I forgot. But Shout out to you. I like this 2-minute pop-up because I can't really stay on like a 1-hour panel or a 2-hour panel. I'm always into stuff, but I like popping in, like just giving my opinion on certain things.
And we appreciate you. Pop in and pop out whenever you want to. All right, we appreciate you. Much love for that. Thank you. All right, cool. Let me get. I said I'm gonna get Dami, and then I'm gonna get Dahlia, and then Tiff. Go for it, Dami.
Oh, me again. Well, I don't know. I was like, oh, again?
Surprised.
Yeah, I was. With Johnny and Amy, it's just I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Like why is the onus always on us to protect ourselves? I don't get it. Like, does he not know that these things exist? Condoms exist. You can just wear one. I don't know. Maybe he's allergic to it, or maybe I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to use it, but I don't understand him. But another person that I really, really wish they had shown more of, like, I wish they'd shown more of Jamal. And there was another black woman as well too. I forgot her name. I wish they'd shown more of those people, because sometimes a lot of like black contestants, their storylines always get pushed to the side because of obviously they're trying to create the show and trying to make sure the show moves along forward. But at the same time, I wish they had highlighted more of the black people stories, which would be much more better. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. I don't really have nothing much else to say. Nah.
You're good.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Dami. Thank you. Much love. All right, Dahlia, and then Tiff. Talk to me, Dahlia.
Okay, this is my last unpopular opinion, and this is one y'all are really not gonna ride with me on, but whatever. So Jeramey allegedly cheating. I actually don't feel that bad about it. And I would normally not say that because I'm not with cheating at all, and I still feel that way. However, I don't like Laura. I think she's a dick, and I don't really feel too bad about what what's his name, Jeramey did to her. I really don't. I feel bad for saying that, but I really, really don't. She's such a jerk. I can't get over the fact that she told that man to shut up. I got a real thing about people saying, grown adults telling another grown adult to shut up. That is very triggering to me. I no, I don't like, you don't tell a grown person to shut up. That's not okay. And she threw him under the bus a lot. This lady doesn't know the meaning of the word apologize. Yeah. Now, what Jeramey did was not cool. He should have just opened up his mouth, put on his big boy voice, and told her he doesn't want to be with her. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me that he broke under the pressure dealing with her. She's the reason why they have all those proverbs talking about dealing with a nagging woman and how it's better to live on the roof or the corner of the attic than with somebody like that. She is a pill. So yeah, I'm still rocking with Jeramey. I'm sorry, I am. That's my unpopular opinion.
Thank you very much, Dahlia. Appreciate that. All righty. Let me get on Tiff and Nala. I see you, Nala, so I'm going to get you on in a second. Go for it, Tiff. Talk to me.
So I think we've talked about everyone already. So I just wanted to go back to episode 1 and 2 since we're discussing one tonight. And I wanted to talk about Matthew. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. So it's Black History Month, but I still want to talk about Matthew. I think he genuinely liked AD. I think he genuinely wanted to pursue her. And I think he only said that Amber comment, like, oh, I'm gonna go grab Amber out of hurt, pretty much. Is he a weird guy? For sure. Does he have communication problems? For sure. Does he need a lot of work? For sure. He may be a weirdo. I don't know. But I think his feelings for AD were genuine. I can't wait to see Jessica's interaction with Jiminy Cricket. I can't wait to see Trevor's interaction with Chelsea. I'm curious about what he's going to say. In the previews, Chelsea was wearing a wedding gown, so it seems like she made it down the aisle. So I'm curious about what's going to happen there.
I appreciate Tiff. Tiff says she's gonna come out with an unpopular opinion. I hear it. We appreciate it. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you very much, Tiff. All right, let me get Nala on, and then I'm gonna head back around. Yes, Nala.
Oh my goodness.
Loving
Okay,
it.
number one, Tiff. No, he's a psycho. I'm sorry. What? I love that he has a supporter. I love that for him. He's crazy. Wow. As far as the whole Jimmy not wanting to have sex or not initiating, I think it's because Chelsea's very desperate, and when you give off desperate energy, nobody wants that. She's also super insecure, so she's using sex to overcompensate for that. And like, yes, men are dumb, but they're not stupid, right? So he probably feels that. He's like, I'm not really feeling this. I don't want to be the one chasing you. And also, yeah, sex is probably not great because I have a lot of girlfriends. I have never heard of a woman having to initiate sex every time. That's just like, what is going on in that household? No. Also, back to my original point about Virgos. Laura's a Virgo, y'all. I'm so sorry, but this season is giving y'all big L's. Whoever's a Virgo out there, I love y'all personally. This season is giving y'all big L's because these people are not working on themselves. But yes, as far as Jimmy goes, I'm not against Jimmy. I think Jimmy might be one of the most genuine men on the show as for why he's here, especially with all the rumors coming out about all these other guys having girlfriends, fiancés, and getting on here for television. But no, I think he did see the photo of the other girl. He made it a point to tell her she looked like a Kardashian. I thought that was weird. Like, if you're trying to have an honest conversation, why are you even bringing up that he said that? And I think that sent Chelsea into another spiral. And that's why, that conversation went the way it went. So yeah, that's it for me. I think she's just very desperate, unfortunately. He feels that, and it's just not going to work out between them. If they get married, they will be divorced in a year. And not to speak negatively on a marriage, I'm just saying they'll be divorced within a year. It's going to be done. That's it for me.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Nala, as well. Okay. Does anybody have a burning point? We've got last 15 minutes. So, yes, Jay, go for it. Talk to me.
Go ahead, bring Elsie up in here because she want to talk about the women's sex drives and all. Come on, Elsie, let's get it popping, sis. Okay, first of all, from a person who has a high sex drive and whatever stuff like that, if I got to initiate the sex all the daggone time, you don't want me, my guy. You do not want me all the time. Your keyword was in there, and his keyword was all the time.
Say it again, Jay. No, say it for them. Say it for them louder about because I'll be hearing this. Say it again. What you just said, Jay.
The time. He ain't initiated once. He don't want it.
He don't want it.
He don't want it. Come on, Elsie. You can't even. Come on, girl. Come on.
Jimmy looked like a one and done.
He might be a one and done, but he was still initiate the one. He was still initiate the one.
I'm a one and done. I can't lie to you, but I'm gonna make sure you get yours. I can't lie to you. You ain't gonna outbeat me.
Jimmy a one and done, and Chelsea maybe a one. Pause. Round 2. Pause. Get a sandwich. Pause. Cause it's what? All night long. Jimmy can't do that.
She ain't about that.
But if he's not even initiating the first round, come on, Elsie.
Because he knows it ain't just one round. He know it ain't just one round. It's like your name. It's another round and another round and another round.
Baby, if he's able to go another round, that means he can keep going, okay? But most people, if you go one round and that's just all you got, that's all you got. She ain't getting no more. And if he is only one round, he's still not initiating the first round, the first match, anything. She's running around screaming that you don't kiss me, you didn't kiss me. She damn near got to beg for the kisses, okay? I'm sorry. She
don't remember it.
And he got Megan Fox.
Remember it. So like Kojo said, if it's one and done, you're going to make sure it's slap hard and it's memorable. Jimmy ain't doing that. Jimmy a limp noodle. I'm sorry. He a limp noodle.
I agree on that part. But he ain't doing it. He ain't doing it because he don't fancy the girl in the first to do it. He like, you getting Hennessy D at this point, sis. I'm trying to get drunk to to get it there.
The lights ain't dark enough. The lights ain't dark enough. Like Marcus, darling.
He say he wish love was blind. He wish love was blind. Literally.
But again, I'm sorry. I'm not going to judge stamina. But Chelsea is, flight attendants don't have a normal schedule. She's going to have to be running through that airport for them bags, running through. Chelsea may have more stamina than Jimmy. Jimmy just sitting at home at the computer handling his business. I ain't heard Jimmy talk about the gym once, like how Jeramey got a gym at home. I ain't heard Jimmy said that. So Jimmy might be a one and done, and I'm going to need you to go chillax while I go watch my show. And she need more. She needs it to reach the sky, and Jimmy ain't even reaching the second floor.
Listen, he might not be reaching the second floor, but the way she keeps being up on it and telling everybody about it, he doing something, okay? And he tired of her. I'm so sorry. He ain't trying to initiate it. He ain't even trying to come home, to be honest. He just mad he got to work from home because she's still there. He wanted her to be gone sometime. So he was happy. You see how fast he packed his stuff up after that argument? He had his little kick already packed and was zipping it up on the way out the door, baby. He was gone. He didn't even take nothing else with him. He was just like, thank you, Jesus. We got into a fight. I can leave.
Jimmy was being a gentleman. He was being a gentleman. Don't let her leave. I'll leave. But you know what, Jimmy? We do not need you to be a gentleman in the bedroom. And that's what you're also giving. You're giving, I'm going to lay there and she's going to ride it in.
And she
may be a rough ride. It may be hurting Jimmy. It may be hurting Jimmy.
It might be. It might be. She might be a little heavy on top. But listen.
He's saving himself for Jessica.
Thank you.
He saw her pictures, which is not fair. And he's like, I do not want Jessica to ever see this footage and know that I was after Chelsea. That's why I think he purposely said, no, you came after me on camera to make it known to Jessica. She was all up on me. That is what I think, honestly. I mean, if you had another choice that you were like, oh, shoot, I missed out. You would really, really want, if you want a chance with that person, you would really, really, really want that person to know that, like, you were not into this person to begin with. If not, it's over, So that's what I think. I think he's like, yeah, Jessica. He's just thinking about Jessica. That's what I think. What do y'all think?
Also, listen, El Cid forgot that conversation when he came back to the house the next day. He was biting through his teeth to sit there and tell her, no, you can initiate it again. You can continue to initiate it. Because if she don't initiate it, they ain't gonna never have sex. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it.
But he doesn't want it though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He ain't gonna do it. He not gonna initiate the sex because he don't want it. He also may be tired of her. I agree with that point. But if he not initiating one time, out of all the times we together, he ain't never initiated one time. He don't want it.
I think he's trying to stay on the show. So he came back he thought it over, and then he came back on the show and he's like, all right, let me just like tough this through so I can stay on the show. And then when the other people come in, Jessica's going to come in and all those people are going to come in, then we see what happens afterwards. But I think either producers were like, you got to get back on the show. And he wanted to look like a good guy. And he's like, go ahead, initiate it again. But, I mean, it's clear. It's clear to like everybody that a man initiated.
He cannot tell her, don't touch me. He can't say that.
Not on the.
He could, but for himself, he can't say that. But I'm just saying, in the scheme of things, let us also think of the other side. Jimmy may not be able to keep up.
Well, people that's agreeing with you, they better get their butt up in the gym and get that stamina up because they're going to end up with a woman that is going to knock them down these pegs and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. Again. Here's the thing. Though she can have a high sex drive, she could be wearing him out, all this, that, and the third. My guy is not initiating any of the sex. And Sean, you can sit here and try to pretend like you ain't been with a woman with a high sex drive and you ain't never initiated sex. Come on now. You have initiated the goods. You have initiated it. You even told us that you would even try Brittany. So I know you would initiate having some intercourse with a woman if you fancy her, even if you're tired of her.
Wait, did she say that he never, not once at all?
She says it. He does it all the time.
They never said that. They never said that.
What they say? They said, I don't know what they said. They said something like, he said, I think he said like you initiate a lot. I don't know if he said never, but I just know that he was saying that she initiates a lot in it. And I guess obviously the question is, why is it that she's always initiating a lot? Do you know what I'm saying to you? Because when I'm red hot, I'm red hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. Can't lie to you. You know, obviously you know my story, but listen, I don't mind you initiating. I like the fact that you can initiate. And of times, by all means, initiate. But I'm gonna just tell you the truth. When I'm in it, I'm in it. I like to pursue. I like to go after. I like to touch. I like the fact that you're responding to my touch. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So as a man, you even like the fact that she's responding to your touch. You know what I'm saying to you? You know what I mean? I don't want to go too dark now. You know what I mean? It's not after dark, but you know.
Let's put it this way, okay? If she's already a clinger the way she is, okay? Do you really think that he really wants to initiate for her to be even more clingy than she is?
Precisely.
That's why we're saying.
Yeah. So he's trying to back off of her a little bit, and without looking like a total a-hole on TV. That's what I think.
Seaway says she got the answer. Go for it, Seaway.
Y'all are kind of skipping. Y'all know I got the answer. Y'all are kind of skipping around the issue here. The issue is, and as most women on here, whether we want to admit it or not, a lot of times when we can't get what we need out of a man, we settle for the only thing that we feel like we can give that a man doesn't turn down. What is that? The seg. Everybody knows that, right? So we know that will not be turned down. So because she is insatiable as it comes to reassurance because of her low self-esteem, she has leaned into wanting that all the time because that is pretty much the only thing that she can rely on that's going to fulfill her low self-esteem issues. Where the problem with him is, I think at some point he did like her and he did like it, but he started to peep game like, one, I can't keep up with this insatiable need for all of this reassurance, all of this seg, all of this everything. Two, now she's taking the fun out of it because what the hell, like she's not leaving me anything else because she's wearing this out. I think in a normal, he would be able to keep up. I think he no longer wants to because she's ruining it with her low self-esteem. And that is actually, the seg is a part of that. You know what I mean? Like it's all a part of it. She's taking that away from, his experience. And now he just doesn't have any interest anymore. Yeah. Because she's doing too much. That's the problem. I think there would be no problem if she was, wanting it on a normal basis in an appropriate time. But if I'm a man and I see that you're using this as another form of manipulation, you're doing this all the time to cure your insecurities, I'm going to fall back. One, because you're a hazard, you're a liability at this point. Two, you're taking the fun away from it. Three, maybe physically I can't keep up due to my time constraints. Like there's a lot of reasons, but I think that's what it is.
I think my biggest thing still though, Seaway, with that, sorry to cut you off, but if it's gonna make my insecurity, and maybe she don't read it this way I do, but I'm gonna be feeling more insecure if I'm initiating it all the time. If I have to initiate it and I'm going to try to make myself feel better, and I understand where you're coming from, this is her last form of connection with him to help her feel like they're connected. But that would make me feel even more insecure that you are not even approaching me for that. I'm not even good enough for you for that much.
Well, that means she probably has had that in the past, because if she's ever had a man who wants her, she would know right away. I would be like, oh, this guy doesn't want me, because my last guy who wanted me was all over me. So I would know, you would instinctively know the difference. You would know. And also the fact that it is a turnoff for him. He doesn't want her. It is a turnoff for him that she's whining consistently like a petulant child about, why didn't you kiss me? Why? But you only kissed me 3 times. And who can handle that? Would you be able to handle that? Or what, like, from the most gorgeous woman in the world?
It's a turn off. I can't lie to you. I mean, it's a turn off. I can't lie to you. Confidence is sexy.
Ladies, if you're into your man and he's constantly like, who were you with? Were you talking to that guy? Were you looking at that guy constantly? Wouldn't you get turned off at some point? Even as a woman, it'd be like, okay, you're turning me off now. Like,
leave him too tired to even wonder where you are.
Exactly. Oh.
Child, when it's good, you don't get tired of it. Sorry, LC. You want more, so you start. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't
trust me. No,
I didn't say
no.
tired of it. I said get
I'm
him
sorry.
tired. I didn't say tired of. I said
no. I know. That's why you got to look for the one and dones where he just can't go no more. He like, girl, I know. I want more, but yeah, give me a day or two.
Yeah, but if they both have chemistry in that department, she wouldn't need more and more and more. She'd be real. They'd both be real satisfied with that. They'd be equally yoked in that department. Like, if you both are down for 10 times a day, then you both are down for 10 times a day. Like, when both of each other, like, I think she constantly needs more because maybe when they're together, he's just like a quick, and he's like, all right, I'm going to bed, snoring. It could be that too, you know? If he's not into her, he's like, let me satisfy her for now so she can get off me.
My last little thing before I get off of this here. So the sloppy toppy on both ends is not working because the sloppy toppy is not getting him in the mood to want to do some more, and the sloppy toppy is not satisfying her. Bruh, y'all have bigger issues.
Yeah.
Paging Dr. Ruth. Paging Dr. Ruth.
And you're not married yet. Honeymoon hasn't even started. Oh, horrible.
Well, listen, thank you, ladies and gents, as well. It's been a good 2 hours. We've reached our time limit. It's been a good fans live, man. And thank you for those who have joined as members. Janison, shout out to Janison. He just joined as well. It's a shame he just joined now. Or I brought him up. But yeah, listen, it's been good fun.
Yes.
It's been really good fun. And it's been enjoyable having you all on. So thank you, Tiff, El Cid, Jay, Nala, Tamara, Dami. Jeff came on earlier on. Angie was on here earlier on as well, and a couple other people as well. If I've missed you, Dahlia as well. Thank you so much. Those of you obviously have joined the membership. Thank you very much. Our next membership live is on Tuesday. So Tuesday night we'll have it. I believe it's 7 p.m. I do it. So, but I'll put a post up as well for you guys. I know you guys asked me. Some people asked me about the Porsche situation. So I said I thought we might as well do it on a Tuesday night to discuss the Porsche situation. I know a lot of you guys watch reality TV and watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Seaway and Jay be talking about it. Sean be talking about it too. So I know that's a big thing for you guys. So we'll discuss it on Tuesday night about what's happening there, and I'll probably choose another topic as well. So I want to thank everybody on here.
Thank
don't
you.
forget tomorrow. That's all right. No, tomorrow it's a blessing.
Thank you from Montreal. I'm watching you from Montreal, Canada, and
listen, we need to go there.
Bisous. Yes. Welcome.
I need an excuse to go there. There's someone I need to see, but there's an excuse to go there. Thank you.
Yes, oui.
Jay's looking at me like I'm mad. I know.
I thought we changed. Huh?
I didn't say in that way. I said there's someone I need to see and say hello. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Lovely.
You know what I mean? I'm a changed man now, guys. Okay, all right. Just because I want to see someone don't mean I want to do that. Okay, I want to read the Bible with them. So thank you. But yes, Jay, what time are you doing your live tomorrow? You're doing a Love Is Blind tomorrow as well?
Yeah, we can do another go at it. You know, we can get some more up in here. Tomorrow, what? And now I got to figure out time zone, so y'all catch me on the spot. So
that's okay.
What time are we doing Ready Love tomorrow?
We are doing it at. Do you guys want to do it early? Because I don't want you guys to be too late today. I think because we normally do it at 8 p.m. in it, but I can do it a little bit earlier. What time do you want to do yours?
So, because I got Ready to Love tonight. We're doing Ready to Love right after the episode airs tonight. Me and El Cid is doing our quick cap. So if y'all like us going back and forth today, trust we got some more of that tonight because we're going to definitely get into it.
Okay.
And shoot, I don't know if we kind of covered everything today. I think we did a good job. Y'all let me know if y'all want to do some more. Y'all still got some more for your chest on
I think you got some more.
Love is Mine. Love is Blind, because then we can get that out the way early. I can get up early again, and we can do another 11 a.m. EST or 12 EST, one of the two.
Love that.
So
I put your link. I put your channel link as well in the chat. So guys, if you see Jay's got a channel there, please do support her as well. Keep her growing as well. It's always appreciated supporting her. And there's also anybody else who've got Ready to Love tonight as well. So after Ready to Love airs, you guys go over to Jay's channel, go and watch her, and support her as well. And then we'll be on tomorrow night around about, I think it's normally 8 p.m. EST. We go on, so we'll be on talking about Ready to Love as well. Okay, guys. So we look forward to seeing you guys. Elsa said here 9:05. Is that time you doing it today, Jay? 9:05.
Yeah.
Straight after.
Yeah.
So tonight 9:05.
2 minutes after.
Beautiful. 9:05. You'll be on Jay's channel. I put a link in the chat so you can go and click on that and get subscribed on there as well. Support her going forward as well. Let me read some of the super chats because you guys have been great whilst we've been talking. Super chat's been going. Here we go like that. Yep. Listen, let me read the super chats. You can't play it for too long. Even though the song's infectious, you can't play it for too long. So shout out to, first and foremost, to D Marie, because I know she sent us a little bit of a super sticker and I didn't read it out anyway. So shout out to you, D Marie. Thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Love for that. Again, thank you so much. Kesha L said, Kenneth had a vision that this would air during Black History Month and he couldn't do the swell love. Just kidding. Happy Friday, Koja. Hey, it's a good point. Can't lie to you. It's a good point. Oh no. Kyra Desire or Desiree, probably. I apologize. I would kill everybody's name. Y'all on one tonight, she says, and she sends some finances too. We appreciate you, baby. Thank you very much. We have some new subscribers. Deborah, you know I appreciate Debs. You know I appreciate Deborah. You know I do. You know I appreciate it. It's my Ghanaian friend here. Appreciate you. Mocha, shout out to you as well. And Jay Anderson as well. Bro, appreciate you. Mocha put a little thing in there. She said, listen, you guys are on one tonight and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Shout out to El Cid, Jay, and C-Way. They're always giving me ideas on how to make the show even better. And it's been great, you know, since they've been giving me some great advice. So appreciate it to ladies. As always, listen, like Jimmy, get yourself some female friends, okay? All right? Platonic ones, all right? Get yourself some female friends. They're going to help you make some money, okay? Jimmy knows what he's doing, okay? He ain't broke. So clearly, he's got a formula nailed to a point. All right, guys, listen, I appreciate you. Stay locked, stay loaded. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We'll be back tomorrow night. Remember, Jay's on tonight as well, straight after Ready to Love. So if you're about that, go over there and watch it as well. But listen, let me tell you something, okay? All right? It's a madness out here in the streets, and I can't wait for the reunion to kick off. But we don't want peace.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
That's right. Appreciate it, guys.